In a world where our heroes are struggling to make ends meet, where tests and trials continue without delay, where something is needed to win, our heroes will only have one last chance to succeed. The Midpoint Shakeup.
Well, here we are at part 5 of our series.
And what do you know? We arrive at the middle of our 9-part series at the same time that we're looking at the midpoint of a novel. Coincidence? I think not.
Yeah, I may have had a bit too much fun when I was plotting out this 9-part video series.
Okay, well either way, let's get to it.
Yeah.
I had some fun sending you through the tests and trials of the previous part.
Did.
But, you know, since you're the person that's supposed to be giving the advice here, you probably should be taking the initiative. So, tell me what this Midpoint Shakeup is. Does it have to do with shaky cam?
No.
Really? Because I can totally do it.
Like this.
Please don't
They do this all the time in Hunger Games, right? And in movie fights, yep.
I'm actually quite good at it, see?
Look, would you just cut that out, okay? I only called it that because I thought it would sound cooler than just calling it the midpoint, okay?
Cool.
Plus, it's kind of thematic.
I was only trying to add some humor to this whole YouTube series.
Well, thanks.
Now, this whole Midpoint Shakeup thing, if it doesn't have to do with the shaky cam, what is it?
Well, it's pretty much the point in a novel where everything changes.
Everything, literally everything changes?
Well,
Like, you know.
no. Okay, fine. It's not literally everything.
Well, come on, be precise.
Fine. Okay, so it's a point in the story where the protagonist is going to be forced to make an important choice that is going to shift the whole course of the rest of the story.
What kind of important choice?
Well, up until this point, the hero has largely been unsure about what exactly has been going on, and so he's been trying to figure it out, but to no avail, until he gets a midpoint, which is when the hero generally discovers something or does something that makes the difference and makes the whole rest of the book changed.
Discovering something that makes the difference is pretty vague. Come on. Could you give some more depth into this explanation of yours?
Okay, well, let's look at some examples, okay? So what we are essentially looking for here is the point toward the middle of the story when, whether it's either a movie or a video, at the point of the middle of the story where something dramatic happens and all the events begin to look differently. So, for example, let's take, the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
You like to use that.
Yeah, I do, because it's a good movie, okay? So in the Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones finds the Ark of the Covenant, but just as he finds it, the Nazis catch him and take the Ark for themselves. In Pride and Prejudice, to use a non-Indiana Jones example, we know, but in Pride and Prejudice, Darcy finally admits his love to Elizabeth and proposes at the midpoint of the novel, but then she turns him down. Or, to use a really new example, in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Edmund decides to leave his siblings and go to the White Witch in order to get what he wants.
All of these systems seem pretty different.
Yes, but what they all share in common is that they all dramatically change the scope of the story. In Raiders of the Lost Ark, because of the midpoint, Indiana Jones is no longer on a treasure hunt, he's on a chase. In Pride and Prejudice, Elizabeth begins to no longer despise Mr. Darcy, but actually begins to respect him and enjoy him as a person. In The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, because Edmund has now betrayed them, the stakes and the sides of the battle are set. And now the children need to decide for themselves what they're going to do if they're going to survive and avoid being captured by the White Witch. So, as you can see, in all of these works, the midpoint shakes up the status quo and thus forces the hero to change tactics if he's going to actually win the day by the end of the book.
Okay, I think I see what you're saying. But does every story need one of these?
Well, pretty much. I mean, so fiction writing is an art, and so because of that, there aren't very many hard and fast rules. However, one of the biggest kind of danger areas of the midpoint, the middle of the book, is that your book can have a tendency to get bogged down with everything going on and end up not really having anything happen. And so to order that kind of midpoint slump, often you need to plunk some game-changing event down in the middle of it in order for everything to work out.
I feel like there's more that we could say about this.
Well, there is, but I'm going to be saving some of that for next month's video.
I see. Ending this video on a bit of a cliffhanger, are we?
Well, I'm afraid so.
You know, I've been thinking about this video and how we should end it. And you know what?
I don't think I want to know this.
It would be really funny
No.
if we awkwardly ended this video now.
Daniel's like Eugene.
Eugene Meltzner.
It's like he's got the face, the hair,
And the
the
brain.
dorkiness. Oh,
The
I guess you could say you have that too. Okay, can you like...
And
okay.
those awesome social skills.
But whoops.
Oh.
Social skills are on point for a homeschooler. For a homeschooler,
Yeah.
you know?
I'm homeschool level cool.
Actually, you kind of are. At church. It's like... you're
Cool
just-
for a homeschool.
Am I cool? Well, you're cool for a homeschooler.
Homeschooler. That's true. I don't even know what you are in the public school world.